Rockstar Games are well known for their ability to create some of the most immersive open world games to date, and I think this is a credit to their expertise in world building. From the streets of Los Santos to the wild frontiers of Red Dead Redemption, there's no question that when it comes to creating these worlds, Rockstar is one of the best developers to do it. In this video, I'd like to discuss how Rockstar are able to adapt to new technologies and speculate what that could mean for Grand Theft Auto 6. Radio stations play a massive part in every GTA game, but with streaming services dominating the music industry, it makes me wonder how exactly radio stations are going to be handled in GTA 6. While radio stations have a quite diverse selection of music for just about everyone to enjoy, the element that makes radio stations so important in the overall world building is the talk shows that happen in between songs. These can be small segments that progress the story, discussing certain things that are happening around the map as a direct result of your actions.
Shock and terror on the Del Perro freeway earlier as two groups of men engaged in a high-speed gun battle over a luxury yacht.
Or it's just DJ Kara deep in her thoughts.
Have you ever noticed that the phrase, spread your cheeks, could be another way to say, smile? So, come on, spread those cheeks already.
Either way, this is the stuff that immerses you right into the story, and it makes you feel like the world is actually alive and moving around you. The story of Grand Theft Auto 5 is set in 2013. While the year for GTA 6 is still unconfirmed, it's probably safe to assume that this will be set in 2025. The time leap is over a decade, and since then technology has evolved, and so has the way we communicate and consume information. Rockstar have been known to adapt to these types of things. For example, in GTA 3 we used pages to communicate. In GTA 4 we had cell phones with buttons.
Cousin, it is your cousin. Want to go bowling?
And in GTA 5 we got smartphones as they became the dominant form of communication. Now, smartphones are still a staple in our society, and we haven't really gone any further than that, but the way we use them has definitely changed. When GTA 5 first launched, Instagram was one of the most popular social media apps at the time, and because of that, Rockstar featured their very own version of Instagram called Snapmatic. Now TikTok has taken over, and Rockstar have created their own version, which was shown in multiple shots from the GTA 6 trailer. Now you might be wondering what Instagram and TikTok have to do with the radio stations. Well, when GTA 5 released, TikTok wasn't even out yet. Now it's one of the most used social media platforms today. The point I'm trying to make is that things that were trending when GTA 5 first launched are very different to what is popular today. Podcasts are a great example of this, because although they were a thing back then, they weren't anywhere near as big as what they are today. I think Rockstar should definitely include podcasts in GTA 6 because podcasts offer a new way to add depth to the world and tell stories in a unique way, adding to the overall immersion of the game. This opens up endless opportunities for Rockstar because iconic characters from the past games can feature in GTA 6 without having to relocate to Vice City and make their appearance feel forced. Franklin and Lamar could start up their own podcast. I think their personalities would work so well together that I think this has to be on the top of the list. Another that I could think of that would be worthy of their own podcast would be Laszlo. Now, I know that he's departed from Rockstar, but I hope that doesn't mean he's gone for good. Podcasts would also be a great way to feature celebrities in GTA 6. A few that come to mind would be Theo Von, Shane Gillis, and Joe Rogan, or at least parodies of them. Hopefully they haven't done anything that's going to get me cancelled in the future, but I think these types of personalities would fit perfectly in the world of Grand Theft Auto. The podcasts I've mentioned are mostly comedies, but I think it would be great to have more genres like true crime, talking about the murder of Lenora Johnson, or conspiracies like the Mount Chiliad mystery. We could even get Omega back to talk about the aliens. The possibilities are pretty much endless. The introduction of podcasts would not only modernize the in-game media landscape, but also offer players a fresh and dynamic way to engage with the narrative and characters. Hopefully by the time GTA 6 arrives, our attention spans are long enough to actually find enjoyment out of these podcasts. I feel like Rockstar would need to reduce the length of them quite significantly to keep the player engaged. Imagine cruising through Vice City, listening to a true crime podcast about some of the unsolved mysteries, or hearing familiar voices from past games discuss the latest events in the city. Rockstar Games have always excelled in creating worlds that feel lived in and ever-changing, and incorporating podcasts would be a natural evolution to this tradition. As we look forward to the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, I think it's exciting to think about the innovative ways Rockstar will continue to immerse us in their universe. If you could pick one person to have their own podcast in GTA 6, who would you pick and why? That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, then it might be worth checking out some of my other content. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.